Hey there everybody, this is Brian Gormley with another edition of Where in Greater DC. As everyone knows, this is a weekly video blog. We film a different location each week and we give away a free prize to the first person to send an email with the correct filming location to support at Cornerstone Properties homeinfo.com. That's support at Cornerstone Properties homeinfo.com. And we talk about a little bit of real estate, short sales, whatever it may be each week. If you have questions, feel free to send them in. And before I forget, we do negotiate short sales for agents and homeowners alike. So don't be bashful. Go ahead and get in touch with us if you need some help. Happy to chat with people, even if it's just a brainstorm strategy, even if we're not taking on the file ourselves. So with that said, we're talking about secondary mortgage market securitizations of rental REO properties. So get that, rental REO properties. What do I mean? Banks are foreclosing in record numbers, as everyone knows, over the last few years. And rather than having the properties that they take back, most of the time at the auction, the bank will bid a high enough number where they end up taking the property back. Rather than actually sort of selling it to a third party at the auction or putting it immediately back on the market, many lenders are in fact renting the property out. Okay, or they're fixing it up, but many times they're renting it out. When I say fixing up, I mean, you know, doing a rehab and then reselling, and they're doing that. Fannie Mae is doing that. Some of the securitization asset managers are doing that, and so on. But a popular strategy is actually to rent the property back out, either to a homeowner or to another tenant. And why do they do that? Well, of course, they don't want to flood the market with REOs because that drives the property prices down. As people know, inventory is fairly far down. It has been for the last, say, about a year and a half or so, 2 years, and that's driven the prices up. And it's kind of buoying the overall real estate market. And they don't want to internalize the loss. So it's an accounting thing as well as sort of a collaborated effort to enhance the overall real estate market. So what are they going to do with all this paper? They still have the asset on their books. Now it's in the form of real estate as opposed to a note. What are they doing? Well, they're actually securitizing it. Go figure. Take a step back. Securitization. 101. What lenders did in the 2000s run-up of prices is they would sell the loan that they just made for someone to buy a house, or a HELOC if it was a second lien or whatever, into a trust. Okay, and when they pool hundreds of these things together, they have to sell little bits and pieces of them to a bunch of different investors or to an institutional investor who might pay hundreds of millions or tens of millions of dollars for the trust, the beneficial interest in the trust. And then they get the receivables each month of the mortgage payments. Now what they're doing, as opposed to securitizing the loan, they're securitizing the rental payments. So they own the property, they still have cash flow, it's in the form of rent as opposed to a mortgage payment, but they securitize that, and of course they collateralize it with a property, they over-collateralize it with mortgage insurance and so on, perhaps an insurance wrap from FIGIC or AMBAC or whomever. And so the first issue actually has gone out, and it's rated AA, which is very strong. People will pay near par or above even for AA rated paper. Keep in mind, U.S. Treasuries historically have been AAA, which means there's effectively no default risk. AA is the next tier down, and it's essentially no default risk, very, very limited default risk. And they're selling it. So we're up to the same sort of financial games as we've seen in the past, where they're raising money from the secondary capital markets in order to finance these assets on their books and to get some money so that, guess what, they can make more loans. So surprise. So anyway, interesting stuff that's going on. Very, very interesting. If you have any questions about it, feel free to shoot us an email as well. But we're going to do the 360 of our filming location. Don't forget, we do, as I said, negotiate short sales. And always looking for people who are looking to wholesale their deals, have us negotiate for them, even sign up as our brokerage. So there are a lot of different things, ways we can do business with you. So get in touch. I'd love to chat. Thanks so much, and see you next week. Oh, by the way, next week is Thanksgiving. We're going to take that week off. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and we'll catch you next month in December. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.